Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Inga Cotton. I'm the founder and executive director of San Antonio Charter Moms, and we're really excited to share about a new school that's coming to San Antonio in August of 2024, and that's Triumph Public High School San Antonio. So to talk to us about Triumph Public High Schools, let me introduce our guests. So on the opposite side of the screen for me is Dr. Geneva Salinas, and she's going to be the principal of Triumph Public High School San Antonio. And then in the middle of the screen is Frances Berrones-Johnson, and she is the superintendent of Triumph Public High Schools and also the CEO of SAPI. And so thank you, Geneva and Frances, for joining me on Charter Moms Chats to talk about Triumph Public High Schools.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Yeah.
Super excited to be here again.
Yeah. So Triumph Public High Schools, I was researching it, and you guys have so many regions and so many campuses, and yet I, in my experience, most people in San Antonio have not heard about Triumph Public High Schools yet. So I'm really excited to share. But I was wondering, can we kind of back up and y'all explain kind of the mission and vision and maybe a little bit about the history, because this organization has been around under one name or another since 1990.
Yes, that's correct. And so just going back to your first question about the vision and mission of Triumph Public High Schools, here at Triumph Public High Schools, our vision is to be able to guide all students to be successful, lifelong learners. And not just that, but also to be respectful and responsible citizens who will continue to triumph in their lives. And very much aligned with that vision is our mission, which is to provide quality, community-based educational programs that are non-traditional, where our teachers are free to be innovative and creative, and so students can then experience their full potential. And you're absolutely right. Triumph Public High Schools is a Generation 3 charter. We have been in existence since 1999. So 25 years now, 25 years strong. We are a statewide organization. We have 9 different campuses throughout the state of Texas, 4 of which are in the Rio Grande Valley. We have a campus in Mercedes. Decided that in August 2024, we will be opening 2 additional campuses, one in Abilene and of course one here in San Antonio, Texas.
Yeah, that's so exciting. We had I had a little bit of a Wi-Fi issue on my end, but just to kind of recap what the regions are, right? So Rio Grande Valley, El Paso, Lubbock, and then adding Abilene, right? And then Laredo, adding San Antonio, right? So those are the regions.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah. Well, I was wondering, can you share more about like what does it mean to offer non-traditional education? Because I think sometimes people wonder, well, what does alternative education mean, or what does non-traditional education mean? And what I noticed from reading the website is that like you frame it in a positive way about how you're helping the students, not focused on the deficits or maybe what struggles led the students to this situation.
Yeah, so we are TEA accredited. Students are required to have their high school credits in order to graduate, as well as pass the end of course exams. So we do have high expectations for our students. We are here to serve the community of San Antonio and the underserved community as well. So we're going to offer smaller classrooms, sizes, a smaller campus, flexible scheduling. So we're really excited about being able to offer those different options to our students and families.
Geneva, can you tell me more about sort of what type of student would most benefit from a program like Triumph Public High School? So like there's a range of ages that y'all can serve, right? And it goes beyond age 18, right?
Yes, so we are enrolling from ages 14 to 21, and we are offering opportunities to help them catch up on their credits in order to graduate.
So we offer special programs. We're focusing on CCMR, also limited English proficient students. We are helping with the emergent bilingual population. So just giving them those opportunities to be able to obtain their diploma, that high school diploma. So, it could be students that, are trying to catch up on their credits. We are going to be here to serve them and help them reach that goal of obtaining their high school diploma.
Yeah, well, and you mentioned about the career and technical education, and I think that's super important because that gives kids a sense of purpose, and then it gets them thinking about like, okay, it's worth it. I mean, to earn my diploma and get these certifications because then it unlocks these jobs that I can have. So, can y'all talk more about like the CCMR and the CTE, like how you're preparing students for what they'll do beyond Triumph?
Yeah, so we do offer certifications, for example, welding, CompTIA, A+ certification in technology. So opening up those opportunities to them. Also, phlebotomy is another option. So we're really excited to bring that to the forefront and let students know and families know about those possibilities after high school.
And I think as a complement, of course, to that vocational aspect, the career aspect, I think the college preparation also comes into play. And I think that also opens up a lot of options for kiddos that maybe could not possibly aspire to have that opportunity at a regular high school. But here we would be offering those options too. So I think that really opens up a lot of potential for our kiddos to be really successful.
Yeah. So, is there more that y'all can share about like the scheduling for students, right? Like can they choose like a morning, or they can choose different times of day to come to school, and like how the curriculum is, like how do you like help them catch up, like kind of accelerate what they're doing?
Yeah, so we are excited to offer that option to students where they can choose a morning session or an afternoon session. So for example, they would be able to select coming to school from 8 to 12 or 12 to 4.
Mm-hmm. I think that flexible scheduling really opens up a lot of opportunities for students that perhaps, have young families of their own. We like to work with our teen parents where perhaps maybe one can come in the afternoon or in the morning while the other one stays at home taking care of the young family, and then they can flip-flop, right? That's one of the options for our young teen parents. But also students that now more and more we see they absolutely have to work. They have to work so that they can contribute to their own families. And so again, that flexible scheduling really allows for them to come to school in the morning, work in the afternoon, or vice versa. I think that really helps open up more opportunities for our kids.
Yeah. Well, it's important for folks to know, I hope that, maybe some students listening to this or families listening to this, they need to be aware that there are these options out there, and it is a real high school diploma. Like it's not a GED, it's not some kind of substitute. Like it's a real diploma, and they're getting support. Like there's a sense of community and teamwork, right? So I don't know, can you all talk more about like how you build community around a campus? And, and San Antonio is going to be a new campus, but there will be a community that emerges at this campus.
Yeah. So community is key. That is so important for us to have a successful school and be able to better support our students. So we've already started going to businesses around the area. We're going to be doing block walks. So we're really excited to get out into the community, letting them know about who we are and what we're here to offer to the community to help and just get the word out there about Triumph Public High Schools. We're excited to start once school starts having events, building those traditions. And I think that's the amazing thing about starting a school brand new is that we're going to be able to develop those campus traditions. So we are super excited about that and to have our students and families involved in those traditions.
Yeah. Look, can y'all comment on the location where, I'm looking through the window and I see, is that Fredericksburg? Avenue, right? So
Yes.
so y'all are in the heart of San Antonio.
Yes, well, the campus is located on 735 Fredericksburg Road. And the central office is right next to it, right adjacent to it, 731. But yeah, we're embedded right in the heart of San Antonio, where perhaps, maybe you find a population that has been traditionally underserved. And we're hoping to fill that gap for them and really give them, their opportunity to triumph.
Yeah. Well, Geneva, I know you're new to the Triumph Network, but Francis, you've have many years of experience. So can you share some success stories and experiences you've seen students have at other campuses that might give us a sense of what's in store for San Antonio?
Absolutely, I'd be happy to. Having been with Triumph for the past 23 years, this is my 23rd year. I started actually as principal of the Laredo North campus, and I'm really proud of the fact that Triumph also does that for employees, that we grow our own. And so I'm a testament to that, having been a principal, assistant superintendent, and now superintendent for the past 12 years. But absolutely, having served many students as a principal there in Laredo North. The success stories really I've taken to heart. We did help, that's why I mentioned just earlier, a lot of teen parents that perhaps, because of the circumstances that they're in, actually had dropped out of high school and were seeking a program that met them where they were at, with huge gaps in their educational programming, right? So absolutely, bringing them back in, giving them that second opportunity to finish high school. And I think the key thing here at Triumph, and what makes us different, I guess, I suppose, is the type of dedicated educator that we have. We painstakingly really decipher and go through different, you know, uh, different programs, I guess you could say, so that we could find that right person. We want to make sure that staff really understand the student that we work with. And so that is very key, and what's made us successful throughout the years. But definitely the different stories, different students that come in, having these huge gaps, whether they are teen parents or students that have had to work to help support the family. A lot of our emergent bilingual population, having campuses that sit right at the border. So definitely that we've had a lot of kiddos that have come in, learning and transitioning into a new language, and seeing them become really successful, gone to college, work careers. Throughout the state of Texas, we have countless stories of kids that not just graduated and acquired their high school diploma, but now are actively in the community and successful in whatever position or whatever career that they've selected. So I personally have witnessed, as being a principal, from 2001 through 2008, seeing hundreds of kids and being so proud, handing them their high school diploma, and becoming, again, successful in any endeavor that they've set out for themselves.
Yeah, I think all graduation ceremonies are special, but when you're seeing students graduate who people had written off, people assumed that they just had, too many obstacles, right? Whether it was being emergent bilingual, having, not enough credits, or, having to work a job while being in school, raising their kids while being in school, those are significant obstacles. And so it's even sweeter, it's even more exciting to see students like that, with their cap and gown and get their diploma and get their friends and family cheering for them.
Yeah, it makes it everything well worth it. I know we've had our challenges and our struggles, but at the end of the day, it's that day when you're handing them that diploma that really makes a difference. And you're absolutely right. And our kids have faced a lot of different challenges, and people have given up on them. And here at Triumph, we make it our we just take it too hard, and we make it our mission to make sure that these kids have every single opportunity to reach their full potential. I mean, it's even in our mission. It's not just a saying, it is something that we live by.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's really important. Okay. Well, I want to make sure that I share like the website and things like that. But I don't want to rush you guys. So if you have like more thoughts or more stories to share, so I don't know, like Geneva, do you have any particular things about San Antonio, like how you think maybe Triumph is a good fit for the community that you want to serve in San Antonio?
Definitely. I'm born and raised here in San Antonio, and I'm so proud to be part of this organization that puts kids first, kids and families, and doing everything that we can to help them be successful. Whether it's college, career, military, getting that high school diploma, that's what our passion is being here, serving students and their families. So I'm so proud to be the principal here in San Antonio and work alongside all these wonderful people. I know I just started, but I've seen all the hard work and dedication that they've put in, and I'm super excited to get started here in San Antonio as the principal of Triumph Public High Schools.
Yeah, and I know as I was reading the website and research and talking with your colleagues, it seems like the phrase community based kept coming up a lot, and I've seen that in it's not just a phrase, but it's in the actions. It's in, right, like you said, getting to know local businesses, block walking, but understanding the political climate and like what's happening in the education world in San Antonio. I think that it's really important to have all those tools to hand when you're trying to do the best for students.
Yes, yeah, definitely, absolutely. I think one of the things that we consider when we're looking at staff is do they share the same type of background, maybe perhaps that they can really relate to our students. And I think the majority, we all have had struggles, when we were in high school. I think one of the things that we often hear mentioning is, if my parents only knew, right? If in our world or in our time, we could have had these opportunities, these different choices of education, because, not every student functions in the same system. They need the choice. They need to be able to have a program that's going to really meet them where they're at. And I know I keep saying that, meet them where they're at and bring them up from there. But we really pride ourselves here at Triumph that we are successful in doing that, really identifying what's the best thing for this specific student and what's going to make them successful. And we really developed a niche in being very, very successful in doing that.
Yeah, that's really important. Okay, well, I have my little banners ready to pop up on the screen, but I want to hear from you all. Like, so what should like, if there's students listening to this or families listening to this, like, what steps should they take? And I guess for people who are like regular listeners to Charter Mom Chats, like, a lot of the schools we cover have a specific enrollment period, right? And I'm always talking about deadlines and waiting lists and lotteries, but that's not how y'all have kind of ongoing enrollment, right? It's just that the school isn't open yet. It won't open till August, right? But at your campuses that are already open, enrollment's ongoing and people don't have to go through a lottery or a waiting list, right? Or correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, that's correct. We are open enrollment, and we should be able to enroll throughout the entire academic year. Here for our San Antonio campuses, we already have our admission application posted on our website, which you can find there, triumphpublicschools.org. We also have our Facebook for social media, right? Facebook at Triumph Public High Schools. And also they can just pick up the phone and call. I know calling is kind of old school now, but still works, right? They can call us here at 210-761-1901. So different ways to communicate. Definitely visit our website, visit our Facebook account, or pick up the phone and call. We'd be more than happy to answer any questions. I know that I just mentioned we're here 731 is our central office. You're welcome to come by, sit down, and even talk to us about any questions you might have, and we'd be happy to oblige and provide any more information for anybody.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, I'm going to recap a little bit. So yeah, the website is triumphpublicschools.org, and there's a menu, so you can go to the San Antonio campus page that has the form, right, that folks can fill out, and so that's one way to enroll. And then, but as Francis said, there's a phone number to call, and then there's also just stopping by right on Fredericksburg Road 731, very very central in San Antonio. So. Yeah, and so school will start at the San Antonio campus in August. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, that's really exciting. Man, I can't wait to come back and see. I love the bright orange on the walls. Like you guys are already getting on brand. The colors.
Yeah, colors, right?
Yeah.
We're trying proud here.
Yeah. Well, and I'm really happy too that y'all have been participating in school discovery days. So, coming to our events and meeting more families that way. So, well, just, yeah, keep us posted. And, yeah, I'm looking forward to getting more updates as you get the campus off the ground and start welcoming students to the building.
Yes, absolutely. We would love to invite you to come over also and visit. And I just want to take this opportunity to thank you, Inga, for really bringing to attention the choices that parents have. I think it's wonderful the work that you're doing and really putting those options out there so that kids can see that they can, be successful and triumph. Yes.
That's right. We want every student to be able to triumph. They just need the right environment for them, right? We'll meet them where they're at, as you say, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Well, I really appreciate it. Well, thank you for joining me on Charter Moms Chats. And I just want to encourage everybody to, click on the link in the description. That'll take you to the brand new enrollment guide blog post at schartermoms.com. It's also pinned to the top of the blog today. So, yeah, and as Francis said, also find them on Facebook. There's a Triumph Public Schools page and also a specific page for San Antonio. So lots of great updates there.
Yes. Mhm.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. And I look forward to getting updates and coming to visit the campus.
Yes, we're super excited too, Inga. Thank you so much.
All right. Take care. Have a great evening.
Bye.